human being has a story to tell, a song to sing, someone who has a story to narrate, a poetry to recite, or a thought to pour out. In that case, I believe every human being can become a writer. There's no difference between a layman and a writer. But then it's not so easy. You require a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, a little encouragement maybe, and a lot of criticism, which decides who becomes a writer and whose thoughts remain in the four walls of his house. Way back in 1998, when I wrote my first poem at the age of 12, I didn't know where it was taking me. Today, after writing 2 books of poetry, I feel I've been able to catch hold of my reader's mind to some extent, and my mind also. People often feel that writers have some supernatural qualities. When I tell them that I have 2 books to my credit, they look at me in awe. Maybe because we have categorized writers in a very high intellectual class, someone who has super brains. But some of course do. There are a lot of people who pour out people's emotions. I'm sure a lot of times it happens to us that when we read a certain poem or a story, we often feel that they have written our own story. And that is the magic of writing. What does a writer do after all? I think he just does a mixture of happiness and struggles and puts it on a platter and gives it to his reader. I think one of the most important things a writer has to realize is that though he is getting immense self-satisfaction from the entire process of writing, he is writing for others. Whatever he is writing, he is going to give it to the reader. I sometimes fail to understand why people publish. I'm being blunt, but that is the truth. I consider writers to be a very responsible person in this society. Writers possess a very important tool in their hands which can make or break thoughts. And when I say responsible, I do not mean that writers should be preachy all the time. We often see these children's stories coming with morale in the end. I think we should also let children just understand from the story and keep the morale aside. There is one set of people whom I envy a lot and I bother them a lot too. These are people who have a huge set of experiences and memoirs with them. I sometimes feel these people should be compelled to write, or at least someone else should write about their experiences. Biographies or characterizations can become a huge piece of quality literature. Sometimes your writings might just give happiness and pleasure to the reader. It might take you in a different world of dreams and fantasies. These writings also have their own charisma. The charisma to bring smile to a teary face. And I think that's what counts at the end of it. I think we are living in an era where pen and paper does not matter anymore. I remember so many times when I actually typed down poems in my mobile phone and then further typed them in my laptop. The pen and book has completely vanished. But then I don't think books can be replaced anytime. A lot of people say that in coming times book will be completely replaced with mobiles or say e-books. I completely reject that idea. But our medium of writing has certainly changed. And that's the reason I say that sky is the limit for today's writers. Even before you publish a book in its hard form, you can actually publish a blog absolutely free. And a story is no more about 2-3 pages. We are living in an era of terribly tiny tales and Facebook statuses and Twitter posts, and even a 2-liner can fetch you instant likes and comments. And well, that one question that people often ask, whether books sell. Well, if you know how to sell them, they certainly sell. I think a lot of people feel that writing is only about poetry or stories or novels. But there are so many other genres which remain unexplored. There are so many people who write on different topics such as history, science and whatnot. And sometimes these writings go on to become bestsellers. No doubt the habit of reading is facing a huge onslaught from critics. I think a lot of efforts are taking place all over to reconstruct the reading habit among people. Efforts are taking place from, say, government departments to NGOs to different agencies who are making efforts to reconstruct this idea of reading. We market books, and if anyone has doubts whether books sell, I have the answers. They do. I think anyone can write. If not anything, just start writing your own life story. Who knows whom it may inspire at some point of time. The only request I would want to make to all my budding writers is to be open to two important aspects of writing. One is critical evaluation before you publish, and one is critical evaluation after you publish. I think a lot of budding writers today run away from these aspects. Only if you adhere to these aspects, you'll be able to become a good writer.